What's up, guys and goddesses? My name is Paige Khalees. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, as you can see by the title, I wanted to basically talk about why I decided to lock my hair. So first and foremost, before we begin, I'm just gonna light my incense for a good vibe. This is lavender scent, by the way. I haven't really been wanting to post and having to kind of force myself to kind of want to talk on camera and stuff. Especially, that's why I don't like to go too long with not like posting if I do. And I also been really busy, and so it be mom life and just life in general with posting. That makes things like a bit harder to post sometimes, but yeah. As you can see, like I like to light the incense to give the aroma just a better feel, and just makes me feel more comfortable like breathing and talking on camera. So today, as you can see by the title, I basically just wanted to talk about, when I got my locks, why I decided to lock my hair and lock my natural hair, and like just my hair journey just in general, and also just like I'm be talking deeper more on it. So I had decided to lock my hair around, I believe it was the summer of 2022, and I was debating getting locks for a long time because I was so used to I used to always get my hair done. I was either wearing braids a lot, I wore crochet, I really had almost every style. I had slick back hair, ponytails, I did wigs, wore my hair natural, just my hair, but I had a lot of quote unquote protective styles at the time before I even like locked my hair. And it wasn't until I locked my hair that I wore my hair out the most, where I don't really like too quick to get like a hairstyle like put over my hair. Like I haven't put, I don't think, any like thing like no braids, crochet, anything on my hair since like probably 2023, or it could have been 2022, possibly 2023, because I was wearing wigs, and I did have like the little I remember I had like these little curl twists and stuff in my hair, like it was like boho twist or something, I don't know, I don't even remember like but I was always getting my hair done. I was always spending so much money on hair, and I knew like after I had graduated like high school, and after I went to college, I believe I locked it 2023 because I'm starting to remember. I graduated 2022, and I believe it wasn't until I think around it was around 2023, the summertime. So let me correct that. So that's when I decided to lock my hair. A big reason, one, it was like saving money. Two, I did like the look of locks, and I was like, well, you know, why not? Let me try it. Let me see, you know, if I like it or not. Then two, big major one is saving money, because I was like, if I'm gonna be going to college, and I was like, at the time when I wanted to go to a university after I did community college, I was like, I need to be saving money, quote unquote, and I was like, a way for me to take care of my hair. And I knew I spent a lot of money at the time around getting my hair done, unreasonable amounts of money. Like if I would have been learning how to do my own hair and stuff, like how I feel like I would have saved a lot of money then. And just knowing how to do your hair by yourself, doing your own crown, like your own, you know, I feel like it's vital, even if you don't know how to do it, you know. But it's me knowing how to do my own hair now, and only wanting myself to do my hair is a big change. It was a big change for me in my life, because I was always getting my hair done, even from being a little girl and up to now. I remember when I at one point barely even wore my natural hair out, barely even wanted to wear my natural hair. I was just wearing braids all the time when I was younger though, because I remember at one point I had got a perm and then I had cut my hair in a bob and stuff in like middle school, and I was just at one point just wearing braids, and you would rarely ever see like my natural hair or me just wear my natural hair and be comfortable just rocking my own natural hair in my own natural state, in my own unique melanated state of me being a melanated woman and showing off like my crown chakra, my hair, and being comfortable with that in school and in general. And I did lock my hair around 2023 of the summer, and I started off with like coils, so I didn't do twists or braids. Most people start off locking with twist or braids, or sometimes people lock with like I believe it's hair, oh shoot, my bad. I believe some people lock with like sometimes extensions and they lock their hair. I started off with my natural hair fully, and I started off with coils, so mine was like really small. And at the time I was wearing wigs while I had my coils just first starting. I had them out sometimes, but I was wearing wigs. I was wearing let's see, I did a hairstyle. I remember I did like I don't know what type of hairstyle it was. I think it was like a boho hairstyle with the boho hair, but it was crochet fully. It wasn't any type of braids. I didn't do any type of braids with my locks, and so I didn't do any type of braids or anything with my hair. Like I did probably like maybe a couple wigs, and then I started like doing wigs myself, and then I was like getting to a point where I didn't want to like keep giving people money for doing my hair, and so I wanted to like kind of do my own hair. I think that's another reason why I locked my hair too. Just spiritually, I was kind of wanting to be more into doing my hair, and it had got to a point where I started doing things just individually, like by myself, like instead of going to somebody and paying to get it done. Like such as I remember around the time I was wearing eyelashes a lot. I was trying to do my own eyelashes, extensions. I was trying to do my own facial stuff, of course. I mean, I know most people don't pay for facial stuff, but I was trying to do basically everything by myself the most I could. I was trying to do my own wigs at the time because I was wearing wigs and stuff. And then it went to a point where I just started just wearing my locks. I just wanted to just wear my locks, wear my hair. Didn't want to put nothing on top of my hair. And I think that was the best decision I could have made, was locking my hair, because the timing of everything in my life and what I was going through and what I've been going through, and just me having a child is so much easier versus like getting up every day, and when I used to want to get my hair done or get up every day having to do something to my hair when I can just. But yes, basically I really wanted to emphasize on the fact that like how essential for one. I really wanted to emphasize on the fact that like me choosing to lock my hair, how much it like really was like the perfect timing thing for me to do it, like around the time I did it, and just in general in my life, like it just helped everything. Because with me being a mom now, and how back then I used to always like be like, even in school, just like trying to make sure, oh, I gotta have my hair done, or I'm trying to see about the next hairstyle I'm about to get, or what I'm about to do, or trying to change my hair. And I was never like I never stuck to like one hairstyle. I always was doing my hair like, I always got my hair either done different ways, or I always tried to switch up doing my hair. And I never really just stuck to one style. Even if I did get braids, I would get like a different type of braid the next time. It was never just something else. And I was spending so much money and just time and this and that on like hair a lot. And when I decided to lock my hair, you know, I was debating it for a while because I was like, I didn't know. So used to getting different hairstyles, and I didn't know exactly if I wanted to go to a point where I had to do certain things, and if certain things I was gonna be able to do, like if I was gonna be able to have slick my hair back, you know, do all these things, because I felt like when I got locks, it would be just my locks, you know. But locks are also very versatile too, and having them, you can still do many styles. I did wigs over locks. I've done the hairstyle, the twist over locks. I've seen people do braids over locks. I haven't tried braids over locks or anything like that. Then of course you can add like jewelry. I've done seashells. I've had like little spirals and stuff with the little hearts at the end. And you can do different styles with locks, of course. It's very versatile. And I was just always like wanting to do like different stuff, you know, with my hair. So I was very much debating it at first. But the timing that I chose to do it was like the perfect timing, because also just with me being a mom and decision making on hair. But when I have to get up every day, a lot of times I don't be having, there'll be times where I be tired or just exhausted, or I feel like not on the timing that I normally should be on. And having locks is so much easier to deal with, because some days I don't feel like doing my hair or doing this and that. And just imagining me then versus me now, who was always getting her hair done, doing her hair, always doing her hair when she woke up. Like now it's like, with me being a mom, it helps a lot, because it's like all I have to do is sometimes I just stick like a hair tie and I just keep going. And I also love locks because it's like I don't have to retwist my hair, like how people, you're really not supposed to be retwisting your hair so much anyways, because that causes like your locks to thin out. But just in general, from like, yes, like you're really not supposed to like retwist your locks that much anyways. You're supposed to let them kind of, you know, be free, because they will thin out if you constantly like retwisting them like that. But also like that I can go as long as I want to without retwist, you know. Not saying not to like wash your hair or nothing, but in terms of like retwisting, I like how versatile they are, how much easier they are to deal with, how I can part my hair, and then I can, if I wanted to add like something to it, if I wanted to add braids to my hair, then I could do that myself. I like that, you know. Yes. And then also too, just being a mom, like some days I just wake up and I don't have to like constantly get up and do my hair or this and that. I feel like I have to do my hair. And when I got locks, and I started just wearing my locks, you know, versus anything else, and I stopped constantly wearing like so many hairstyles and stuff, it's kind of like this comfortability that I have. Like it's like a comfortability in just wearing my natural hair or being in my natural state. Just in general, it just changed within me, like this shift within my own like mental and spiritual, like just being of just not feeling like I have to look a certain way all the time, or feel like I have to be like looking good for anything or anyone other than myself. And even in terms of myself, not saying that, you know, it's nothing wrong with looking good or anything like that, but just feeling like I have to be having my hair done every single time, or feeling like I have to get it done, it changed within me, especially after I locked my hair in general, and just me just wearing my natural hair more and just being at my natural state of who I am. And it's like also a shift that changed within me as well. It's just the way I view perspectives. It's just people, other people, and how they view things as well when it comes to hair. Like just I can tell my mindset changed as well. Like when I worked at a beauty supply store, and when I was working there, it's like spiritually I can just tell where different mindsets are kind of like spiritually in terms of like mentality wise, like almost like when people, like I've had people come up to me and like compliment me on like my locks or something, when they're not, you know, in no type of form, style, or whatever, and be like, you know, not a lot of people doing that, you know, like say stuff like not a lot of people doing that, or like it's just, and I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it's like in a mental state I am now, it's just different to me. It's kind of weird saying that. I don't know how to explain it. It's like versus like, you know, me being melanated, and versus like if somebody was white or something, I wouldn't, maybe like you wouldn't see them, just, you wouldn't go up to them and be like I like your hair in its natural state, like, or something. I don't know how to explain that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's weird to me because it's just like, it's like you're just kind of complimenting me in the form of me being myself, because this is my natural hair, if that makes sense. Like, this is my natural state, this is who, you know, I am. So it's like you come up to somebody and you basically saying like, oh, I like your, you know, kind of like just telling me it's different for me to wear my own natural hair when this is my hair. So it's I can tell where our mentality is different in other melanated beings as well, like when it comes to hair, because I feel like there's this, you know, people be commenting on stuff like the ugly phase of locks, or like just in terms of us melanated people loving ourselves, melanated women loving ourselves. I feel like it's very vital, very important. It very much shows too, I can tell where your mentality is based off of how your view is on hair too as well. Like all of it, I pay attention to it, because the more conscious I become, like the more I be like almost cringing myself in moments because of how my mentality was then, and even like today at times. I just be like, just feel like almost like a part of us is just lost. It's like, it's almost like we programmed to just not like ourselves. And I remember at one point, and I just wanted to touch base on that, because at one point I remember in my life, like I didn't even really want to wear my own natural hair out, and I hate that I felt like that, you know. And I would never want my daughter to feel like that, you know, that to the point where she not comfortable just being in her own natural state and feel like she has to somehow fit into something without being her own natural self, if that makes sense. And I know like we've been wearing our natural hair for a long time, you know, around 70s, but I'm just saying in general, of terms of like feeling comfortable in our own natural state, because we're beautiful and we look so much like the planet, we look so much like Earth. Our hair most of the time look like trees. I remember seeing this YouTuber who had her hair, her locks, and I was like, this is so like I was like, that was so cool. Like she had her hair, it was almost like she was just straight free forming, like she wasn't touching her locks at all. It don't look like she retwisted her locks, but it's like her hair was like all bushed out, looked like a whole tree. Like it was very beautiful. And I think she had jewelry into her hair. I don't know, I think it was like little jewelry specks, but I thought it was very beautiful. But yes, I had just wanted to touch bases on that, because I just want to disclaimer that, because that's another reason why I make this video, just to kind of talk on like how much my mentality changed. I think I want to talk about too is like working in the beauty supply. I realized like from me going just to straight wearing just my locks, like how much of this stuff like is mainly put out for consumerism for melanated women, you know. Because that's the main, I feel like that's the main target at beauty supplies. When you see most of the pictures at beauty supplies and stuff, you see melanated women on the stuff, you know. And I feel like I wished with me working there, I feel like I wished a lot of the products was more natural. I feel like a lot of the stuff that be in our products be like a lot of unnecessary stuff. Like I made my own hair wash for me and my daughter, and I made I'm wanting to make our own like hair cream. I make our own spray. Like I don't like using certain products at the beauty supply or there just because of the extra stuff that's in the product. I feel like it's unnecessary versus what's, you know, fully just the natural actual thing. Like if I was to want to get, like, let's say for example I was wanting to get like rosemary oil or something like that, and I get the rosemary oil, but it has everything rosemary plus all this extra stuff, like stuff that be having these long names and stuff, that I just be feeling like, what's the point of all that in there when you can just give me rosemary oil, you know?